A little while back, I had an opportunity to speak in Belize. Beautiful country. And I was about to fly out, and there was this guy, he had this table full of wares, had carvings on that, and I went up to him and said, hey, listen, I'm flying out tomorrow, can you give me the perfect souvenir? The guy came up, he stood up, and he had shorts on, flip-flops, dreadlock hair, and he said, yeah, man, after every sentence. And he stood up, and he put his arms out like this, and he began to stare at me. And then he said, my friend, your worries are over. I went, oh no. They may just be beginning. He walked around the table, and as he came around the table, he picked up this carving. And have you had somebody invade your personal space recently where you can't get away? The table's here, and he's coming so close, I'm going, dude, back off, what are you doing? And he said, can you see it, man? Yes. Are his eyes open or are they closed? And I'm looking at this carving and overthinking it, and I said, they appear to be closed. He said, right, man, you're wiser than you appear. This is the mask of the sleeping prince, and the only way he can wake up is if he does what? Now I'm feeling like I'm on a game show. What is open his eyes for 500? It's right, man, right. And then he began to poke me in the chest for points of emphasis. And I can still see his long, gnarly finger poking me on the chest. And he said, and you, my friend, you are the sleeping prince, and it is time for you to wake up. At this point, I'm like, just let me get out of here, help! He wasn't done with me. He then grabbed my hand, and he held it on my chest. And he held it there for what seemed an eternity. He said, do you feel that? Yes. He said, that is your heart. And your heart beats today for a reason. And you must find out why today. Because hell will be meeting a person that you could have become today. And the contribution that you could have made today. And then he stepped back and he plainly said, now do you want it or not? I had to go back to my condo and write down what he said. I'm like, holy smokes. But my friend, do you believe that? In our life, that sometimes we forget who we are, and in the process of forgetting who we are, we become who we aren't, and then we don't realize that, hey, my heart's beating. I've got life in me. Until that heart stops beating, then my life's over. But to that point, it's not. And it's beating, and I've got something to do today, and that's my purpose. And I've got an opportunity to become more, overcoming the mediocrity of being the same person I was yesterday, to do something remarkable today. Really. It stirs the heart. It wakes us up. He said, and you've got a contribution to make. Do you believe that there's opportunity for us in this world of opportunity to make that happen? I believe it. He shook me to the core. I thought I went down there to teach. No. He taught me. I said, how much do I owe you for that, right? And he wouldn't budge on the mask. And I'll give you $20. Nope, it's $50. I said, I'll give you $35. He said, nope, it's $50. $50 later, I took the mask, right? But there's a lesson, I believe, in that for you and I. What is it that you're dying to do? Sometimes we forget that we're going to die, and then therefore never truly living. What is it you're dying to do or dying to become? On your volunteer role, as a leader, personal life, whatever that might be. Can you identify that? That core, what you value, what's important to you. When we forget who we are, we become who we aren't. And if I were to give you a challenge, in fact, it's the 30-day Take Life by the Helm challenge. Give you a challenge to identify in the next 30 days who you would like to become in your role at your credit union or in your personal life. In one word, organized, compassionate, positive, whatever that might be. Can you identify in one word who you'd like to become? How about the contribution that you'd like to make? The difference. The contribution that you'd like to make. This takes courage. But in our world right now, we need courage. We need courage to enlist our heart, all of our powers, an adventure to have. And I double dog dare you to identify in the next 30 days the person you'd like to become in one word. Just keep it simple, and then the contribution that you'd like to make. Because it can bring miracles into our lives.